I am not a candidate for the office of governor.
You can still call him governor, but Howard Dean explains why he won't be called a candidate.
This is ABC 22 News at 6.
Thanks for joining us this Monday. I'm Lauren Maloney. Governor for a dozen years, also a candidate, as you know, for president, Howard Dean decided against another run at the state's highest office. And Dean is not the only notable Democrat to officially weigh in. We heard from former Burlington Mayor Miro Weinberger today, too. ABC 22's Isabel Schoeneman joins us live now in the newsroom with details on Dean's decision and breaks down how this party will move forward when it comes to November.
Thanks, Lauren. It was a decision Howard Dean said he didn't take lightly. The former governor told a room of reporters this morning he believed the only way he could beat Governor Scott was to run a, quote, scorched earth campaign. But he said that doesn't align with his values. He also noted he thinks someone younger should try to take the title. So ultimately, Howard Dean said he was out. Addressing the speculation, former Democratic Governor Howard Dean will not be on the November ballot. He spoke to reporters Monday morning, airing concerns with the relationship between Governor Phil Scott and the legislature. Dean said he's grateful to the team he said supported him so far, but his decision came down to his own research.
My polling shows that the most important issue for Vermonters is taxation. And my polling shows that I can get within 10 points of Governor Scott. In theory, this is a winnable race. There's only one way to close a 10-point gap between two well-known candidates, and that is to run a scorched earth negative attack campaign.
Dean said he will support the Democratic nominee for governor. Executive director of the Vermont Democratic Party, Jim Dandino, told me he hasn't heard of anyone else who's thrown their name in.
We felt like it was imperative to have somebody at the top of the ticket who could draw a contrast with Governor Scott's record of failure and obstruction.
We reached out to former Burlington Mayor Miro Weinberger on Monday. He is also out. Writing to ABC 22, quote, I am committed to doing what I can to forge further progress on housing, climate, and our other urgent challenges. However, I do not intend to be a candidate for public office this fall. Right now, Esther Charleston is running as the lone Democrat.
I have fallen victim to the hardships that a lot of Vermonters face, and that has really shaped my priorities, one of which being support of our education, affordable child care for all, attainable housing, and then, of course, building climate-resilient communities.
Dean said taking on Governor Scott is a big job. The task isn't convincing Vermonters Charleston will do a good job, Dandino said. The issue will be getting the resources to reach enough voters, saying a serious race requires six-figure funds.
You cannot talk to the 200,000 Vermonters that you need to convince to vote for you without spending a substantial amount of money.
Dandino said the party will not go for the, quote, scorched earth campaign tactic Dean also did not want to do, saying it doesn't have to get personal.
I'm running a grassroots campaign that will engage Vermonters all across the state. So what does that mean? My team and I will be driving all across the state just to connect with folks all around.
I reached out to Governor Scott's campaign for comment. Campaign manager Jason Malucci wrote back, quote, Governor Scott has always appreciated Governor Dean for his service to Vermont. The governor will continue to make the case moving forward that there needs to be a stronger focus in Montpelier on making Vermont more affordable for families and businesses. Independent candidate Poa Mutino was also at Dean's announcement this morning. He said he thinks he can be the change Vermont needs. Live in the newsroom, Isabel Schoeneman, ABC 22 News.